Dear learners, we are going to learn today about some points related to speaking test. In speaking test, you have to answer 10 marks by speaking practice. And for that, you have to answer two sort of question. One is to describe a picture. You have to look a picture and you have to say something about it. And another part is answering question. And for that, you will be given some question. You have to answer it. So let us try how can we attend speaking test. At the you can see that there is a picture, and it's a picture of a lady or a woman, and here you are given 5 marks to describe about this after looking at the picture. So who do you think she is? Do you recognize her? Okay, I think you can easily recognize her because you have learned about her in Unit 5, Great Woman to Remember. And she is one of the great women to remember, and her name is Begum Ruqya. And you have learned a lot about her in your book at lesson 1 and 2. So you can write about her by reading the lesson and taking some important information about her to describe her. In that way, you can take part in speaking test by describing the picture related to your information that you're going to say. And you can write about the picture that this is the picture of Begum Ruqya, and she was a famous writer and a social worker. And you can also say that she had fought for the rights for women throughout her life. And you can also say that she was married to Khan Bahadur Shaukat Hossain, and he encouraged her a lot in her study and also to go on with her activities. And you can also say that Begum Ruqya was very learned person, and she learned Arabic and Persian as medium of education. And she had great love for her mother tongue. And so she learned Bangla and English also. So in that way, you can describe her. Dear learners, you need not speak so much about any picture, but what picture you will describe, you have to give a clear conception related to it, and you shouldn't give the description by mingling different type of tense. You should say it according to sequence, and if the picture describes about anything that you can say it in general, then you can use present indefinite form. But if you think that it's about a person who is passed away, he or she is no more, then you can describe about him or her in past indefinite. So in that way, you can also describe any picture that is that you see that something is going on, then you can discuss it in present continuous. So dear learners, if you maintain this sentence pattern, then I think you can answer any question by describing the picture very easily. Now let's turn to answering question. You will be given some questions and you have to answer the questions according to it. If you find WH question and WH word, you have to answer the question according to the word. Like if you find when, if the question starts with when, you have to give the time. If you find the question bearing the word where, then you have to answer by mentioning the place. If you have the word how long or how, then you have to answer the question if how long, then length, or how, then you have to write the way, the manner, how it need to answer. So in that way, you can answer your question. And if you find what, then you will answer the name of the object or thing that are asked to answer in the question. And if you see there is another word who, then you can say the answer by using the name of a person. So in that way you can answer easily. Or if you find any question, if there is no WH word, if you find any other word like auxiliary verb, then you can answer it in short way, because the word auxiliary needs to answer in two way. One is yes no, by saying yes no, or by saying the answer in a sentence. In that way you can answer. So let's try to answer the question. At first, when did Bangladesh become independent? Here you see when, then did. So if you find did, you have to answer in past. So Bangladesh will be in past form, as you have did. So you will say Bangladesh became independent in 1971. In that way, if you find did, you have to answer in past by taking the verb into past tense. Next question. What is the longest sea beach in the world? You will say the longest sea beach in the world is Cox's Bazar. And please mention the place in capital letter. How long is it? You will mention the length of it. You can say it is 210 kilometer long. What are the main rivers of Bangladesh? You will name the main rivers. The main rivers of Bangladesh are, then mention the main rivers of our country. And what are they? The Padma, the Meghna, the Jamuna, the Karnafuli, etc. And please don't forget to mention the name while writing in capital, and while saying you need not say any capital letter. While speaking you need not use any writing method. So you will just fluently try to answer it. Where does the Royal Bengal tiger live? Here you see the word does shows that it is in present, and so you will answer the Royal Bengal tiger lives in Sundarban. And you see when there is does, then you have to answer by joining s or yes with the verb according to the verb. If the verb takes e at the last, then you have to add only s. If there is no no e, then you can add es at the end, like go, goes, in that way. But major verbs are used by joining s. Okay, some more question we have to discuss. What is the capital of Bangladesh? The capital of Bangladesh is Dhaka. So you have to answer the question at first by putting the verb, at first putting the subject, then verb, then object, or rest of the part of the sentence. Where does Dhaka stand? The answer will be Dhaka stands. Again, there is a question, does. And so when you find does, you have to add s or yes. So here stand takes s. So the answer will be Dhaka stands. And the name of the place is the Dhaka stands by the river Buriganga. And when you write, you have to write Buriganga in capital, but when you say, you need not use any capital. You will just say the answer, deliver the answer. So dear learners, I think you will try in that way different type of question to answer fluently and be able to answer by speaking or orally so easily and without hesitation, and in that way you will be able to attend your speaking practice and speaking test smoothly. And you have 10 marks for both of this activity, 5 marks for question and 5 marks for picture description. So this 10 marks is very easy to obtain if you practice more and more. So I wish that you will try your best, and in that way you will also score good marks. Thank you for